wrote our introduction statements. We brainstormed our reasons. Some of you were able to finish those reasons quickly and have moved on to writing them into sentences. Some of you are still trying to process and think about these reasons, and you're going to start writing today. Okay? Remember the story of Molly Lou Mellon that we had been reading? And I said that she was a brave character, and I gave my 3 reasons. The first was that when Ronald was making fun of her, she caught the football and ran it in for a touchdown, right? That was my first reason. My next one was when Ronald was making fun of her, she stacked all the pennies and made everybody else smile, okay? That was my next one. I tried my best. Now, sometimes I used a picture, sometimes I used my words. You can use words or pictures when you did your brainstorming. I talked about the pennies. The third example was that when Ronald was making fun of her, she ended up making the best snowflake in the entire class, right? And you remember that at the end, because of all these things that she was brave to do, even though Ronald was making fun of her, she was Ronald's friend. Ronald thought she was awesome at the end. So I said that she was brave. I've got my ideas. When I go to write my reasons, I'm going to use those sequencing words or my sentence frames that we had been talking about, okay? Now, we had talked about the sequencing words first, next, last that we had used, all right? The other way you can write them is by using any of these sentence frames up here that help you. I think this because, this is my opinion because, or one reason. I saw a lot of you already start using one reason, okay? I'm going to take my ideas and I'm going to start putting it into a sentence, okay? So my first idea was that when Ronald was making fun of her, she caught the football and she ended up scoring. All right, so now when I think about those sentences, I think I'm going to start, I saw a lot of you using one reason, so I think I'm going to use that too so that I can kind of work on that with you guys. So I'm going to say one, and remember I have to start with the what? Capital. Everybody's got to make sure they're starting with those capitals. So I'm going to say one, if I don't know reason, where can I find it? Thank you. Everybody point to it. One reason was R-E-A-S-O-N. One reason, now I could say one reason is, or I could say one reason I think this. Okay, so one reason I think this is she caught the football and scored. Okay, so I'm going to put both of those together, right? One reason I think this is she, I'm going to have a hard time with caught. I just know it. Where are some places I could look for caught? Carla, where are some places?
In your word book?
In the word book in your desk? Where else?
In the dictionary.
Or in the dictionary. Okay, so one reason I think this is she caught. I'm going to try it, and then I'm going to go back and look it up when I'm done. Okay, so I'm going to say we learned aw today. I'm going to say aw. Okay, but I'm going to circle it. I know I'm going to have to check that word. Okay, one reason I think this is she caught the
Baseball.
Football. Okay, so foot. I'm gonna chunky monkey, right? Foot. Ball. And scored. I'm just gonna say scored, and I copied that from the book. That helped me to spell it right. And scored. All done. Right? I'm gonna go back and read it. One reason I think this is she caught the football and scored.
Period.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay? Now, there's my first reason. I got it. Now I'm going to go to my next reason. I used one reason. How can I start my next sentence?
Another reason.
Right, we I could also say my next. My next. So I'm going to say my next. My next or second. You can use second too. My next reason is she
put pennies on her nose.
What was that word though? They didn't say put. They said when they put them on
Stacked.
That's right. I love that word. My next reason is she stacked. That's right, right?
Pennies.
Stacked.
Pennies.
When I hear that t at the end, stacked. Oh, thank you. My next reason is she stacked pennies. But what was the big thing? She didn't just stack the pennies. What did she do to the kids? She made them laugh. She made them smile. Okay. I'm going to keep working on my sentence. I want to see you go back and start working on these transitions. One reason, my next reason, and start putting your reasons into sentences. Okay?
I'm not done with my reason.
Alan's got his book out and he's getting ready to write. Guillermo's got his pencil moving. I can see he's excited to get his ideas down. I can see Alani working on her reasons and her ideas. Ruby's got her ideas out. Anaya's going back and reading her sentences, see where she's at right now. Okay, we talked about what you do as good writers. What do you do if you think you're finished before I come to you? Put it into the writing program. When she grew up, what was she? She wasn't a princess anymore. What did they call her? Elsa the what? No, she's not a princess. What are they when they grow up? Queen, right? So she ends up being the queen. Okay. Is that supposed to go up? Okay, so we brainstormed the pipes venom, details venom, and then you say it's Peter, right? So why don't you read me what you've got? Try it again. Tell. Share with your partner what you have already written. As a partner, you want to listen and maybe give them some great ideas that they can add to their story. So I want to see knee to knee with your partner. Conclusion, exactly. So why don't you talk to your partner really fast and figure out which conclusion sentence you're going to use.
Okay, now my turn.
Oh,
you have to learn first. I think
Complete introduction sentence.
that is my life.
He had his introduction. What were some of his reasons? What did he talk about? Okay. And what was one of his reasons for Spider-Man? Let's try and read it again. Go ahead. Okay, what does he have to have at the end in order to finish Spider-Man? What's he missing? What do we need to finish the paragraph? finished writing all 3 of your reasons today. Tomorrow when we meet, we're going to look at writing what at the end. I heard it. What did you say? The conclusion. So some of you were already on that part and know exactly where you need to go. Tomorrow, I'm going to go over my last reason. I'm going to have you help me, and then I'm going to have you help me finish it with my conclusion. Okay? At that point, some of you already started publishing. Who did I see that started publishing today?
Olivia.
Carla and Olivia, and I think one more person was really close. I think Juan was